The late officer Mia Soto's familiar. I'm sorry if I mispronounced her first name, but she was a cop who patrolled in the Bronx, New York. I live in New York, obviously, and she was executed by a career criminal, a thug, an animal, who thankfully is dead now. But I wanted to talk about her because I read the story. It happened, I think, the New Year's, not New Year's, excuse me, on the 4th of July. That day, she was sitting in her car, in the police van with her partner. She just started her shift, and this lowlife executed her with a single bullet. He was a cop-hating, supposedly schizophrenic, but he was also a career criminal. Okay, and right now I hope he's burning in hell. Okay, she leaves behind a family, 3 kids, and of course her extended family, and my heart goes out to her and her fellow officers that knew her and the police of the NYPD who, protect and serve. I'm not anti-cop, not by a long shot. I support the police 100%. The police that do the right things and go out there and risk their lives on a daily basis, okay, and risk, not coming home to their families. I think, and again, my heart just breaks for Officer Familia, who was executed by a coward, a criminal, a lowlife, a thug, okay, and my heart goes out to her and her family and the people of the community. Hearts are breaking too. They're seeing some of the photos. They had a memorial outside of, the precinct where she served and stuff, and people are bringing candles and flowers and stuff, showing their, support and their sympathy with the officer, that tragically was murdered by a lowlife. Now, this guy was a career criminal. Supposedly his girlfriend said he was supposedly schizophrenic, and he was off his meds acting crazy, and he posted a bunch of anti-cop rhetoric online. But I don't care about that if he's schizophrenic. He was a lowlife and a coward who took an innocent woman who actually gave up being a nurse to become a cop, and she was serving in her community, and she was killed by this lowlife. Okay, I'm not even going to mention his name because he's not worth mentioning. Okay, but I also want to mention, I was reading this story, in the Daily News this morning on my way to work, and I also, reading the Post as well, and of course, there starts the blame game. Okay, I will leave a link to the article that I'm talking about. It's in the description box. You can see it from the New York Post. Heather MacDonald, her opinion piece, where she basically blames the Black Lives Matter rhetoric, anti-cop rhetoric, she says, for police shootings being up, police being shot. She never went to her spiel where she's saying basically that because of Black Lives Matter chose to speak up and protest peacefully about, innocent people being killed, that this leads to anti-cop rhetoric and, of course, these crazy criminals killing cops, which is just beyond retarded. Okay, now she's trying to blame others, okay, for protesting when they see innocent people get murdered. Okay, I have nothing against the cops, and I have nothing against them, but to try to blame police shootings and stuff on Black Lives Matter, they try to blame that's always the narrative of conservatives. They always try to blame Black Lives Matter for any time any cop gets shot. Okay, the Black Lives were out there protesting. Okay, in fact, they were out there when the officers were getting killed in Dallas, when that nut went and shot and killed 5 cops. Okay, and so I don't want to hear this crap. And she also in the article tried to blame President Obama for mentioning that the conversation that most black parents have with their kids about when you confront an officer, to always make sure you listen and pay attention, okay? Because there's a history in this country of young black men getting killed, okay? Not, and I don't see how trying to lay blame in the midst of this tragedy, blame Black Lives Matter for it, okay? I think that's, again, this conservative way of trying to put the blame on Black Lives Matter for everything because they don't want to see it be successful, okay? How about Tamir Rice, Eric Garner, okay, Philando Castile, okay? How about those people who are innocent people that got murdered, okay? So don't give me this anti-cop rhetoric saying that oh, because of all this anti-cop rhetoric is leading to more police shootings. That's just a load of crap, and he's trying to spin it and put the blame on them. They're trying to rile up people and try to say, oh, yeah, because of Black Lives Matter. Stop with the BS. Okay, I'm just sick and to death of these conservative guys trying to lay blame on Black Lives Matter, who peacefully protest. Okay, when they see injustice. Okay, there's a history of it in this country of young black men being killed, unarmed sometimes, most of the time getting killed. Okay, by cops, black and white. Okay, so just stop the BS. Okay, I'll leave a link in the trailer in the description box where you can read our BS article. I just almost threw away the paper because their BS is just beyond BS. And also, I think they have an editorial too in the Post too, where they also try to blame, saying it's because of Black Lives Matter and an anti-cop rhetoric that the more police killings are, police shootings are up. That's a load of crap. Okay, don't believe the hype. Okay, my heart goes out to this officer who was executed by a lowlife. Okay, and that's where you put the blame on. You put the blame on that career criminal who did that. You don't put that blame on Black Lives Matter. Okay, this guy was a criminal, a lowlife, a repeat offender. Okay, who was anti-cop. You put the blame on him. He was the one that did it, and you put the blame on him. Don't try to paint with a broad brush, trying to say, oh, is a rush of anti-cop sentiment that's going out there. That's a load of crap. Don't believe the hype. Okay, I'll leave a link. Let's get back to what I really wanted to talk about was kind of the officer that was unjustly murdered by this lowlife. The Daily News, thankfully, has opened up a fund for her family and her 3 kids, and they donated $10,000, which is beyond just beyond terrific. And you can also I'll leave a link to the website that you can donate through PayPal or through credit card to their fund, and I'm going to donate to that fund because I think that's, again, it just breaks your heart. She was out there serving her community, okay, for the past 12 years as a cop, and she was a nurse before that, and to be executed by this low-life piece of crap, just beyond tragedy, and it just breaks my heart. Again, link is in the description box so you can see the you can, if you want to donate, to help the family out, which is, again, my heart goes out to them and those officers that knew her and the NYPD who protect and serve. Okay, my heart, again, this is not an anti-cop thing. This is just, again, I'm just sick of conservatives trying to blame Black Lives Matter for everything, when Black Lives Matter is trying to bring attention to the fact that a lot of young black men were getting killed, okay, and getting no justice, okay, and that's my opinion about that. Anyway, again, I'll leave a link to Heather MacDonald's article in the Post in the description box, and also to the fund for the officer, that brave officer that was killed. If you want to donate, help her 3 kids and stuff, and help her family. Okay, and feel free to leave your opinions down below. And this is Paul saying so long and take care.